talking on the phones, they can hear us. When you got dumb cake up in the say that they be waiting for you in the bushes with the duct tape up and down the interstate. Yeah, we really touch. We touch. October, I'm about to another state. He went down in Arizona, don't get me involved. An empty box in the car means they coming for all. I had six phones, I got rid of them all.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Let's 50, here we go. Through. Ready? Place it.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
First carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll go down right at the... ...30-yard line. Again, it's Williams. And spins away. And there he goes again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First carry here for Ty Montgomery. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll try to throw here. Kaiser. Forced out to his left. And an alley to run. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Kaiser now from the 50. And this is going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
And on 4th and 1 as a running back, you're looking for any seam you can find. This is not where you want to be a hero and break off a big one. You just need to make sure you get that yard. And here he picks up the first down with a couple of yards to spare.
A first down throw for Kaiser. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out, for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Cousins on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's right. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to let this one go deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Cousins. And right with it here over the middle. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Let's go, let's go. Gun.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Again, it's Cousins. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Forbath, the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Trevor Davis now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Kaiser now on second down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll run it with Williams. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Of course, last year, you think about Dalvin Cook's injury in Week 4 with a torn ACL, just hoping that he can stay healthy in 2018.
And if so, we'll see plenty of runs that will be big time in 2018. Because in 2017, he took over.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Uh-oh, Kirk Cousins. He's still down on the ground. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's the backup Simeon. Going for the deep ball. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here. Before we get to halftime.
Leopard! Leopard!
Third and long. It's Simeon. Staying on his feet. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Nick Perry in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Second down, Kaiser. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Kaiser from the gun on third. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll field this at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
There's just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, you got 3, you got 3. 3 down, 3 down. Motion!
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Off the play fake, Kaiser. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw with Simeon. And he's able to find Diggs. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They'll run with Cook. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. Now they'll run. Murray. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing. Over. Gun.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Kendall Wright, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Returnable here for Davis. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. This is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Kaiser. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run. This is Brown. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
second down. Here's Simeon finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Simeon. Got a man, it's right. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Here's Simeon now on second down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
Out of his end zone, Kaiser. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Third and short yardage, Kaiser lets this one rip toward Graham. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Take it at the 37. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Minnesota. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Room here to run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw on second is Simeon. Now they go screen. It's complete. They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Now Forbath for the extra point. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
3 down. Here we go.
On 3rd down they go Montgomery. It goes as a gain of 9 and it moves the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And off comes to Montgomery. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Montgomery fights him off. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On the ground, it's Montgomery, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Let's go. What? 90. What?
Now a run with Montgomery. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Let's go. Try at 38.
Here we go with Williams. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3.
This is Brown on the carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
On 3rd down, that's Brown. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Over. Watch it now, Barney.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Minnesota, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.